What up, dog? Good evening. Welcome to another episode of No Toys Lead Peen Aid. It's your man, Scrap the Film Guru. What's happening? What it do? What up? I know I'm like a few minutes late. I kind of did it on accidental purpose. Figure it out. That's some Libra stuff. So I kind of did it accidentally on purpose because I know I didn't have an episode last week, and I got a really good reason to me as to why it didn't happen. And this is one of them times I don't care about your opinion. It don't matter. It's my opinion a bust. So you can it I don't care if you don't like why I didn't do. Nah, I do. A little bit, not a lot, a little bit, just because of the reason why I didn't do it. Now, here's why I didn't do it. Last Wednesday was my birthday week, and I was kicking it. I wasn't in the vicinity to be able to do a show. I was elsewhere, and so yeah, I was somewhere where I didn't have access and couldn't do the show. So I'm gonna make up for it. I'm not making up for it. It was what it was. It's in the past, just like what I just said. It's in the past. But last Wednesday is way in the past. Let that go if you still hold on to it. All right, now here we go. This week's show is still Libra season. Shout out to all my Libras. What's happening? What it do? What's up to all my October Libras? I myself am a September Libra. There are slight variances. Not many, but slight, But we mess with them, they mess with us. We all Libras, we all on the same tree. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And we do what it do. So tonight's episode, I'm gonna keep it buck with you. Like, I wanted to do a certain kind of show, and then around 7:10, I scrapped the whole show, trashed it. You know what I'm saying? And decided that I didn't want to do that. Not this week. The show that I had in mind is more of a political show. I didn't feel like doing a political show this week. I'm not feeling all that quote unquote serious, but I want to do a fun show. I want to do a show that will be engaging and that I could cut the hell up into little bitty ribbits and put it out there for you to enjoy as a reel. So that's where I'm at right now. So but real quick, I over the last week learned some really important stuff about the Mayans, about the Belizean culture, and about the people in Belize, right? Belize is a dope place, you know what I'm saying? And it has all kinds of culture. They have Mayan ruins that are there, and it's dope, and when you have somebody that can teach you things that is indigenous to that region, it just is what it is, and this is going to be a full episode. I'm not going to take the whole hour talking about this in another episode, but I am going to talk about it. I learned about how the Africans had been sailing for tens of thousands of years, like been out of Africa. I learned that, and I'm only giving you snippets, but I'll fill in the blanks, at a later date. I learned that the Belizeans and the Jamaicans are cousins. They basically speak the same language. And when I asked what is the difference between the Belizean Creole that is spoken in Belize and Jamaican Creole or Patois, he was like, and it made so much sense. Who I was talking to was like, if you listen to a Jamaican when they're talking, boy, I want to go out and go ahead. They sing their words. They sing what they're saying versus Belizean Creole is more abrupt. It's like they're saying it, but it's like da 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 da. Hey, the whole time my man was talking, I thought he was mad at whoever the hell he was talking to. I promise. I was like, he is just a great, but it wasn't. That's just how they talk. Versus Jamaicans, it's boy da brada. They sing it. I was like, damn, that's real. Jamaicans really do kind of sing their, it's more melodic, versus over in Belize, it's more abrupt. So that was kind of dope to kind of get that distinction. But I'm talking about perspectives tonight, right? I'm gonna get into different kinds of perspectives, and you're gonna get it from the Libra perspective. But give me your input. I'm talking different perspectives about different topics tonight on Notoriously Opinionated. Let's go. All right. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do this particular show tonight is because of a lot of the comments I'll be getting in my TikTok, right? First off, do what the thing said. Like, share, and subscribe to all media platforms. Like, I'm Scrap the Film Guru on every doggone thing. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, so I'm Scrap the Film Guru on YouTube too, but my YouTube channel is Breakout Media Group. But if you type in Notoriously Opinionated, you gonna find it. It's gonna pop up, but it's Breakout Media Group. But it's still under Scrap the Film Guru. Just do that, just do it. All right. So I made a video. I don't remember how long ago it was. It had to be about a month and a half ago, right? Probably about a month and a half ago. And I was talking about, and really this was just a sidebar. I was just kind of, the road irritates me. I get really irritated when I drive at times. Like, I'm not gonna go as far as to say it's road rage, but hey, if you have ever done something ridiculously stupid on the road in my area or to me, you have gotten cussed the hell out and don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, the first thing I say, man, this is why people should not carry guns for situations like this, because, oh my God. Anyway, people do dumb stuff on the road. That's not necessarily things that I was talking about in these particular videos. I was talking about what's called unofficial rules, right? And you had some people that was like, well, because I was talking about, I'm breaking down the different lanes, right? And you got people that's called themselves correcting me, but they're agreeing with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, right lane is the speed limit lane. Here's how it all started. The right lane is a speed limit lane. For some reason, people get mad at individuals for going the speed limit in the speed limit lane. That is the right lane when you merge onto the highway, right? That very furthest lane before you decelerate and get off, because that is called the deceleration lane when you're getting off. It's the acceleration lane when you come on. You accelerate to get to the speed limit. You get to the speed limit. People will actually honk at you for going the speed limit in the speed limit lane. Why are you honking at me? Not me, because I very rarely stay. I very rarely stay in this lane for long. Like, I'm, merging quick into either the middle lane, passing, or the fast lane, furthest left lanes, right? To honk at somebody that's in the speed limit lane because they're doing 65, keeping in mind that the bottom speed limit is like 40. Now, that's doing too much. Technically, you are within the speed limit lane, but the speed limit range, but you're doing too much. If you're going 40 on the highway, get your butt back on the pedestrian streets and do 40 there. You can do 40 there. Hell, you do 45, you're a maniac. You're speeding. You know what I'm saying? On some streets, do your 40 on the pedestrian streets. Get off the highway. But I very rarely see that unless it's like inclement conditions. But doing 65 in the speed limit lane, in the right lane, that's crazy to get mad at people like that. Now, if you're doing 65 and you're in the middle or the left lane, see, here's where you are breaking the social contract. Now, I've said before, these things that I talk about when I'm talking about the rules of the road, the unofficial, keep that in mind, the unofficial rules of the road, it's not lawful. Like, it's not. And then I get the people talking about, oh, well, you're breaking the law and you're this. Shut up, because trust me, you're not following every single law. Trust me, you're just not. You know what I'm saying? But here's a Libran perspective. What if you were? Let's get into that. What if everybody followed every single rule and law? This place would be boring as hell. There would be chaos. There would eventually be chaos because the awkwardness of everybody following all the rules. I mean, it might sound cool to some of y'all, and I'm not even talking to the criminals. This is not a criminal aspect. I'm not saying go out and harm people, kill people, take people's. That's not what I'm talking about. The rules that I'm talking about are you're doing 65 in every single lane on a 65 speed limit highway. Stop it. Stop it. And there are times, follow me, there are times not following the rules and breaking the law is the best move you could do. Now, here's the scenario, because I know some of y'all is like, oh, you're bringing law. Shut up. Follow me. You have a sick child. Fill in the blank. You already know where I'm going with this. You have a sick child. You live in a economically tight area of your city, right? You don't have a lot of money. You are one of the ones who are living paycheck to paycheck. You can't afford a $700 ambulance bill, because depending on where you live, that's pretty much what it's going to cost. I looked it up one time, not too long ago, and I'm trying to recall accurately what it said. In the Midwest, if you call for an ambulance, it's gonna run you anywhere from $600 to $700 on a hospital bill to take the ambulance to the hospital. That's why a lot of people don't want to call the ambulance. Sir, your leg is cut off. Do you want us to call an ambulance? No. You know why that is? Don't nobody want to pay the bill on that ambulance fee. If you are on the East or the West Coast, your ambulance bill starts at $900 to $1,000. It starts there. It could go upwards of $1,200 for an ambulance. That's crazy. I'm on my deathbed. I'm about to die. And I'm like, hey, man, bring that El Camino over here, bro. I need to get to the hospital. Because I don't want to take an ambulance. Because I ain't got that kind of money. So what do? I need to get to the ambulance. I need to get to the hospital, and I need to get there quick. Put me in the backseat of this car. I need you to do 90. Because I need to get there not now, but right now. RHETT. Right now. You feel me? So this is where I'm at. You're doing 80 and a 60. That's technically against the law. But if you don't, then your baby might pass away. Which one do you care about more? Breaking the law or saving your child? Or you could pay that $700, $900, take the ambulance. Go ahead. You already don't have $400 in your bank account. Not your bank account. You already don't have $400 in your savings. You can't take a $700 bill from nowhere, unexpected, that you did not have time to save for. You can't. Don't even play. So, breaking the law, 1, following the rules, 0, right? Let me see. A less extreme example, right? You've been late to work 6 times. You're running late for work right now. You've already had the little things written up on you. You know, you've had them written up. You've been written up. You've been reprimanded. If you're late one more time before your fiscal thing starts, and you get 7 more times to be late, you're about to be fired. You're running late right now. Are you thinking, you know what? It's just right to do right. And I'm just going to go 65 miles an hour all the way to work. I'm 20 minutes away. And I am 10 minutes late. No, you're not. Because if you're late today, you're fired. You ain't got to worry about following the rules again. You're going to have to follow the unemployment line. That's what you got to follow. Follow that. What you going to do? You going to do 65 to work? Or you going to be doing 80 and 60? Fuck a ticket. That's what I thought. That's what the hell I thought. Because you run into quote unquote gray areas. Now, here's some gray areas for you. Talking about the rules of the road. Talking about the unofficial rules of the road. One of the things that tends to irritate me, and then at sometimes I understand because I'm doing it, are what's called your zipper merge, right? You're behind somebody, it's a long line, right? You see or you know that the people behind you are not trying to go slow. They're not trying to come to a stop. And so everybody hurries up and hit that zipper merge into the next lane because you got 3 cars in front of you. And it just so happens that all of them are making a right turn on this block. Zipper merge. I'm out, right? That can be dangerous because we all thinking the same thing and everybody might not be as careful as everybody else. And if we all zip emerge at the same time, it might not work out. And so, that's a thing. Okay, so I don't drive dangerously fast. I am just incapable of doing the speed limit for longer than a few moments. It's a disease. I have what's called leadfotitis. You know, it's been it's been treated. I've been tested. I have leadfotitis, and I can't control it. And so I am like habitually in the middle and left lane. Those feel like home to me, and so that's what I do. However, I am a very responsible driver. I'm very responsible. Now, here's something else that has come up in my TikToks is this. When I talk about the speed limit lane, people will talk about how the left lane on the on the highway is the passing lane. They're all passing lanes on the left side. They're all passing the left lane to the speed limit lane, the lane that you merge on when you get into the highway, is a passing lane. You're gonna pass this lane. You know what? No, that makes it legal. That makes it legal because if every lane to the left lane is a passing lane, you can legally speed up to pass the person that's in front of you. That's legal. I done broke the system. If you're in the speed limit lane and I'm behind you and I decide I need to speed up because I need to get in the passing lane to pass you, I have to speed past you to pass you. Now, if once I pass you, I keep speeding, that's what, again, makes it unlawful. And we're back to the unwritten rules. However, if I speed up to pass you when I get in front of you, that's legal. It's a passing lane. I can do that. If you're in the middle lane and I speed up on the left-hand lane, which is the furthest lane over, which is the considered passing or the considered fast lane, and I pass you, that's legal. As long as I get in front of you. That's because you didn't know your rights. You got a ticket because you didn't know your rights. Listen, that is if they're all passing lanes and I'm passing the person in front of you, the only way you're gonna get it, or the only way you're gonna get a lawful ticket is if you don't merge back into the lane that you passed the car in front of you in. Then they can get you. But it's unofficial rules of engagement, unofficial rules of engagement with a slight legal twist. You can finagle that for real. You should be able to finagle that. What else? I keep talking about the speed limit gap. Let me go over it again. The speed limit gap, speed limit, right lane, middle lane, 5 to 10 miles over the speed limit of the right-hand lane. So if you're in a speed limit lane that is 65 miles an hour, going 70 to 75 miles an hour in the middle lane, the passing lane, you're in the speeding lane. And now you get to the outside lanes, whether you're in a 3-lane highway or a 4-lane highway. Those are the criminal speeding lanes. Now, stay out of those lanes if you're not prepared. You know what I'm talking about. if you are not ready, stay out of those. If you can't drive, stay out of those lanes. Now, I'm not talking about the ones that be on some, and I hate to say this, but be on, matter of fact, I'm not going to say it because that's not cool. But if you are just if you're going 90, you know what I'm saying? If you're going 90 and a 65, 95 and a 65, and you're just recklessly merging into different lanes, no signal, we don't know. Listen, I got to say this. Change the signal light, the blinkers on the left and the right side of your car that blinks when you hit the little thing. That is not for you. It's not for you. It's for other people to know what you're about to do. Because again, just like on the zipper merge, what if we're about to do the same thing at the same time? I'm looking at your tail lights. If I don't see a blinker, then I believe that I'm cool to get in that lane. I hit my blinker. I begin to get over, and here your ass come. We wreck. Not because I was speeding, not because you were speeding, but because I hit the blinker to let the people behind me know that I'm about to make a car move. And you did not. You just recklessly got over. So when I'm talking about all these gray areas, unofficial rules, social contracts, I'm talking about doing it as safely as possible. I'm talking about doing it as responsibly as possible, right? Hit your blinker, didn't move. Just zip it into different lanes. Don't nobody know what you're about to do. The blinker is not for you. It's for other people to know what you're about to do. Thank you and good night. Next, speed limit gap from the middle lane to the speeding lane. All right. So if you can go up to 65, 10 miles over the speed limit, when you get out here, everything over 80, criminal speeding. If you are in this right lane and you are going 70 in a 65, people are going to zip around you because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Left lane, you got to go. You dig? Like, you got to go. And people's like, hey, do a video about this. Do a video about that. Talk, hey, because this traffic thing, it's a big thing. Like, I had no clue, but that video I did about the first video I did about that merging crap, it's around 330 some odd thousand people. People was tripping about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real tripping. So there's a speed limit gap from the right hand lane to the left hand lane, from the speed limit lane to the speeding lane is about 20 miles an hour or more. All right. Now, something else that people tend to get butthurt about for some reason is when people run yellow lights. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem with someone going through a yellow. I'm not, and I'm talking about me, I am not going to be doing 45, get to an upcoming yellow light or an already turned yellow light and hit my brakes and have all the crap in my back seat wind up in the front seat. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'll be having backpacks back there. I'll be having expensive equipment in my back seat. I'm not. No. No. I'm going through the yellow light responsibly Now, if it's been yellow and I'm still, then yeah, I'm gonna come to a stop because it's about to be red. But if that mug went from green to yellow and I'm about to hit the intersection, partner, onward. I'm not stopping, you know. Um, Turning on a yellow tends to be where the real controversy is, especially when the yellow is turned into red. Hey man, gray area. If I know this light is fast and I'm the fifth car in this line, you damn right I'm about to hug the bumper of this car in front of me. Cause we both gonna make this because you decided that you wanted to start slow. The three cars in front of you took off, and you decide that you still want to be looking at your phone and not look up and realize that the line is moving. And now you hit the intersection and it's yellow, and I'm supposed to get stuck at the red light. You got me messed up. I'm riding your bumper. We both gonna make this. What in the absolute hell? Okay, let's switch it up and see what happens here. Gotcha. Don't like that at all. What happened to my stuff? Oh, I gotta go to a whole nother format. Nope. That's too dark. That's too dark. Let's see. Here we go. Absolutely worst format, but it's better than you looking at nothing or just listening to me talk. Or I could do this. Let's try something real quick. Let's try something. Nah, it's gonna take too long. That's gonna take too long. All right. Next. Oh, that sucks. I hate not using my camera. So I use a camera to do this. This is actually my computer monitor, and for real, it makes me not even want to do the show no more. Like, I hate that. That is trash. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about yellow lights no more because I'm pissed off at this camera. Vision blur. Look at that. So, as a videographer, this is a no-no, and this is really irking my entire life now. All right. This is cup half full, cup half empty moment. Is the cup half full or is the cup half empty? Let's talk about that. That'll cheer me up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close out because I'm not about to do this. I heard Neil deGrasse Tyson, to me, from my perspective, clear up the whole debate on whether a cup is half full or half empty. I am going to take his theory and add it to people, more specifically to relationships across the board. I am not just talking about romantic relationships. I'm not just talking about familial relationships. I'm not just talking about friendship relationships. I'm talking about relationships across the board between people, friendships. Let's do that. Because the way that he put it, to me, cleared up the debate. He said, whether your cup is half full or half empty depends on whether you are pouring into it or drinking from it, right? If you're pouring into it, cup's half full. If you're drinking from it, cup's half empty. It's whatever process that you're going through that determines whether the cup is half full or half empty. Ends the debate, to me, from my notorious opinion and from my Libran perspective. Ends the debate. Now, here's where I'm going with that. It's the same way in friendships. It's the same way in relationships. If you pour into a person, that person's cup can consistently be half full, right? But if you keep taking out, if you keep drinking from their cup and never pour into it, then the other person is always going to be half empty, right? And if you let them sip too long, if they just sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting, sooner or later, what happens to water if it sits too long? I had a fish at my job. I was gone from my surgery. Nobody fed my fish at work. Nobody fed the fish. What happened to the fish? Fish died, right? Come back, fish dead. My man on the bottom of the little tank, my man dead, you know. I do not do anything for quite some time. Because I want to see something. I want to see exactly what I'm expressing right now. The water went from that high and then slowly began to evaporate. And I'm watching the little lines from where the water was at one point and watching the evaporation. And now the water is down to here. It's evaporating. So if you let water sit too long, eventually it'll evaporate, turn into vapor, and go away, right? That happens in relationships too, you know. And that can happen while you're in the relationship, to be perfectly honest with you. So take heed to that, right? I am now thoroughly disgusted with this. I really would start. I ain't gonna say start over because that's crazy. But yeah, I don't even want to continue. I will say this though. Perspectives vary, and perspectives are very different. And you're entitled to your opinion. You are. Every single one of you watching this, and every single one of you that will watch this at one point in time, keep this in mind. You are entitled to your own opinion. You're just not entitled to your own facts, right? Because at the end of the day, the truth is going to be the truth, whether you like it or not. All right. I for real am about to wrap this up. I'm not gonna go an hour with this camera looking like this because it's irking me and it's bothering. I'm vexed. It's vexing my whole soul. Like I'm in a state of perturbation. That's where I'm at. I'm in a state of perturbation. I'm perturbed. Look it up. Tune in next week though. I will be less perturbed. I'll make sure I put in a proper battery because I used a battery that said it had 100% life. Couldn't have had that 100% life if it burnt out in less than an hour. So I'm about to call the manufacturer and see what the hell is up. Why this battery die on me and my camera to where it forced me to use a lesser than camera lens. All right. Until next week. If this has been your first time watching Notoriously Opinionated with your man Scrap the Film Guru, welcome. Appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up. If you are one of my many followers that follows me on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitch, and you've been rocking with the kid for the last 4 years, maybe not the last 4 years, maybe you've been rocking with me for the last year, Maybe you've been rocking with me for the last 6 months. Maybe you've been rocking with the kid for the last 3 months. However long, if it ain't today, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Hopefully, the content stays fresh and you stay liking the show, right? If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Breakout Media Group, and all the social media platforms. See that? Do that. Like, share, subscribe. Scrap the Film Guru on all social media platforms. I'm gonna return next Wednesday. Same notorious time, same notorious station. But until that time, keep that in mind. What I said. You're entitled to your own opinion, not your own facts, because the truth is going to be the truth, whether you like it or not. Peace.